Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/real ID or visit your local DMV.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Deep Dive.
Oh, yeah.
Where we take a huge pile of raw data and try to figure out what it all means.
That's right.
Today, we're diving into the AFC divisional round matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
And
sounds good.
I gotta say, just glancing at this stuff, there are some very interesting trends. In these search terms.
Yeah.
It seems like there were a lot of questions about the game from fans.
Yeah, I like it.
So what do you see just from the top level?
Well, right away, I see a lot of focus on, star players.
Ooh.
Lamar Jackson, obviously.
Right.
Josh Allen.
Of course.
We even got some Mark Andrews stuff in here.
Right.
So I think, people were really interested in those big names.
Makes sense.
Coming into this game.
Divisional round.
Yeah.
I mean, every player on the field is a big name at this point.
Yeah. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Those guys especially.
Yeah, and we even see people going a little deeper, too.
Oh, really?
Like Lamar Jackson's playoff record.
Interesting.
How'd he do in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
I see something about, like, his pre-NFL journey in here.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
And even something about Mark Andrews' drop, which is interesting. So I think, we can...
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's dive in.
Let's start with the most obvious question.
Okay.
Who won this game and what was the final score?
The Baltimore Ravens, they took down the Buffalo Bills in a pretty close one, 27-24.
Oh, wow.
So
not a blowout.
Not a blowout, no, but a close game.
Okay.
And it was really came down to the wire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so more than just the score being close.
Right.
It sounds like the last few minutes were pretty intense.
Pretty intense, yeah.
Man.
Especially when you consider all this stuff we saw about those star players.
Right.
Remember Mark Andrews' drop?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that was actually a dropped touchdown pass.
Wow.
In the fourth quarter.
Oh, man.
So that's brutal.
Yeah, huge moment.
Huge moment.
Really got people talking.
So, yeah, if he catches that.
Potentially a very different game.
Right. Potentially a different outcome for the Bills.
Absolutely.
Man, that's...
Big moment.
That's rough.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's probably why.
Well, I was going to say, that probably explains all those searches for Bills coach, Ravens coach, 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of coaching-related terms in here.
People were really breaking down every decision, every play call. Because it's do or die.
Yeah, I mean, especially the Ravens going for that 2-point conversion after their final touchdown.
To go up by 3.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just kicking the extra point and tying the game.
Yeah.
Huge decision.
Huge call.
High stakes.
Yeah. I mean, this is the divisional round.
That's right.
One game away from the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So every single call.
Every play.
Yeah.
Every time out.
Matters.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of searches here for it.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the rosters, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bills roster.
Yeah, Bills roster.
Ravens roster.
Ravens roster.
Was there anybody? Yeah.
Well, interestingly, the Bills were missing their starting right tackle.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And that could explain some of that pressure that Josh Allen was under.
Yeah, so people were really digging in.
Absolutely.
To see if that was, a factor.
Yeah, and it probably was.
Probably.
I mean, that's a huge loss for any team.
It is.
So it's interesting to see how these searches all kind of...
They all connect.
Yeah, they all connect.
It's a story.
They tell a story.
Yeah.
Now there's another big story here that we can't ignore.
Absolutely.
A lot of searches for Hamlin Bills. And,
well, DeMar Hamlin's story is unbelievably powerful.
Incredible.
And, him being there on the sideline definitely adds another layer.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inspiring.
It's inspiring. It's a testament to his recovery.
Yeah.
The resilience of the human spirit.
Yeah, it's really something.
Yeah.
So looking ahead.
We see some interesting searches here.
Right.
I see NFL bracket playoffs.
Okay.
AFC championship game, 2024, and even just general searches for NFL games next week or next weekend.
Yeah, it seems like fans were already looking ahead.
Yeah, they're already looking ahead to what's next.
To the next game.
So after a game like this, it's understandable.
Right.
So who did the Ravens end up facing in the AFC Championship?
Well, the Ravens, they, it's a tough victory here.
Right.
They moved on to face the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, wow.
In the AFC Championship game.
So another huge matchup.
Huge game, yeah.
So it seems like...
Yeah, this Bills-Ravens game, that was just the start of a really intense...
Yeah, road to the Super Bowl.
Road to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, so what's the takeaway?
What's the takeaway?
For our listeners here.
Well, I think, this wasn't just another playoff game. This was a clash of titans.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dramatic moments, big calls, big plays, and really high stakes.
The highest stakes?
Highest stakes.
Yeah.
And with that drop touchdown by Mark Andrews looming large.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder.
It really does.
Could that one play have changed the whole thing?
Yeah, could that one play have flipped the script?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's a great question.
It's a great question. Yeah. And that's something to think about as you go back.
If you go back.
Yeah, and rewatch this game.
Yeah, watch this game again.
Because
it's a good one.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
And it's definitely worth another watch.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you.
For another deep dive.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.